TV. Hope you had a great day. Today is a new episode of GNS 222 Land Use and Agriculture. GNS 222. GNS 222. This is Land Use and Agriculture. So today we have some outlines to cover. At the end of today, we should be able to know what Land Use Act is all about. Land Use Act, land tenure system, forms of land ownership, and then types of land tenure system. So today's class we're going to consider Land Use Act, land tenure system, forms of land ownership, types of land tenure system. So we go to the first one, which is the Land Use Act. So now we start from defining what is land. Land is a free gift of nature which costs nothing to produce it. Land is a what? Land is a free gift of nature. Land is a free gift of nature. Free gift of nature which costs nothing to produce it. Nothing to produce it. And in which facilities are erected upon. That is, builded upon. We said land is a free gift of nature which costs nothing to what? To produce it. For instance, we all have lands around us. We all have what? Various lands around us. It is given by God, by the Supreme Being. It's given by what? By nature. It costs nothing to produce it. Though as time goes on, we begin to sell lands or something like that. But those lands, it's not as if we actually inherited. We brought them from heaven or something like that. It was programmed thereby through what? Nature. Now that is what? Land. Now we're going to go to what is Land Use Act. Land Use Act is a set of proposition made by the what? Government to make land available for everyone. Needed for everyone. To make land what? Available for everyone. To make land available for what? For various uses in the society. That is, they notice that there are some people, they want to get land, but they are unable to get land. Let's make a proposition that will help them to be able to get land. There are some people, they have the intention of getting land, but they don't have enough money to purchase this land. Okay, let's make something. Let's make a set of guidelines that will help them to know what to do in order to purchase that land. Now, this Land Use Act was proposed in the year 1978. Notice, Land Use Act was proposed in the year 1978. 1978, and I want you to know that what this Land Use Act is all about is just it helps us to know what land mainly consists of, the uses of land. Land is not only used for building alone. Land is used for agricultural purpose. Land is used for company, to build companies, for a lot of technological advancement, to seek a lot of innovations. So not only what? Forests are being, a lot of trees are being planted on land. So Land Use Act helps us to know what land is all about. And if we are talking about Land Use Act, it helps us to look at the most important phase in which land is required. And when we're talking about that, we note that agriculture is very important. Land is mainly consumed when it comes to agriculture. That is, we need land in the aspect of agriculture because we need to eat to survive. We need to eat what? To survive. And these things that we consume are planted where? On the ground, on land. We have forests, we have wildlife, we have oceans, a lot of things. But when it comes to agriculture takes the front row in what? Land Use Act. The advantage of this is that it helps land available to people who are what? Who are in need of it. It helps land available to what? To illiterate. And the disadvantage is that land might not be available to what? To illiterate who have low power, who have low position in the place of government. They can use it for corruption or something like that. You know, for instance, when somebody wants to build a building, they will tell you go and build a C of O. It guides the building plan. We also have what? Land Use Act that helps to guide the use of what? Of land. That is that land use. Let's go to the land tenure system. Now, going to land tenure system talks about the system of what? Land ownership. For you to own land, land tenure system involves the ownership of land. For you to lord over something, tenure. That is the what? The ownership of land. Land tenure system refers to the ownership of land. There are two types of what? Land tenure system. That is, land can be owned in two ways. We have two types of land tenure system. We have the individual land tenure system. Individual land tenure system. Individual land tenure system. And we have the communal land tenure system. Now let's take the first one, the individual land tenure system. We are talking about the word individual. It means what? Single person, just single. Now this refers to the system of ownership of land by just a person, just one person. The ownership of land by what? By a person. My father owns a land. That is what individual land tenure system. Your father owns a land. That is what individual land tenure system. There are two types of individual land tenure system. It can be of two types. We have the first one. It can be either the freehold system or the non-freehold system. Let me quickly explain this. Freehold system or non-freehold. Freehold system is the system of ownership of land by one person, in which the person takes absolute control of the land even till the death of that person. And after the death, the land can be purchased either through gift or through will or something like that. So the next one is non-freehold system. Non-freehold system. If you are talking about non-freehold system, this is the system of land ownership by an individual in which land is being leased temporarily to what? To someone that is in need of it. And for instance, it's not as if it is sold off completely. It is just leased. For instance, you see somebody, they will tell you that, this is my land, I bought it, but I don't have money to what? To start building on it now. Okay, I want to lease it for this so person, so that this so person can start what? Farming on it. It's not as if you sell it off. No, you lease it. So once the person starts farming on it, the person starts what? Gaining produce. The person can pay the owner of this land through the what? Either farm produce or something like that. The person is not paying in cash. It can pay in cash, but what you want to know is that it's not as if the land is being given up completely. No. Okay, you want to farm for 2 years. Okay, go and farm for 2 years. After that 2 years, I will take over my land back. That is what non-freehold is all about. Freehold, non-freehold. Now let's go to the next one, which is the what? The communal land tenure system. The first one is individual. This one is what? Communal. Now, this communal land tenure system refers to the corporate ownership of land. The corporate ownership of that is, land is not owned by what? A single person. It takes 2 to 3 or 4 people that operate this land tenure system. Mostly by the authorities in the society. For instance, the ownership of land by the obas, the emirs, the kings in that land. It is owned by the community, not by just a single person. They will tell you that this land here is what? Owned by Ijagu. That is, under this communal land tenure system, the people that are living in Ijagu have access to that land. I can go to that land. For instance, other land use, we are going to go for what? To go and plant. To practice planting of what? Cassavas or a lot of things like that. Now, these lands that are going to make use of, it's not as if we are the one that owns them. It is owned by the what? A community, a society, the school. Okay, come and use it. We can come and use it. Somebody from another school cannot come and say, I want to go and plant in those farms, in farms or something like that. No. But we are entitled to that farm because what? We are tasked with that. You get what I'm trying to say? That is communal land tenure, the ownership of land by what? Groups of people, by community. Advantages is that land is made available. Is made available to members of the society. Members of the society. Let's pick that one alone. Members of the society. That's what? Members of the society. And let me pick another one. Farming can be done in large scale. In large scale. You know, something that is owned by a community, it will not be just 1 or 2 acres. Many acres of land. And I think they have been able to exercise the difference between individual and communal now. Now, I want you to know that under this communal land tenure, there are also disadvantages. The disadvantage is that you cannot plant permanent crops. As a farmer, you cannot go there and plant permanent crops. Farming cannot what? And also, we have non-indigenous cannot come and plant in a what? In a communal land tenure system. That is, farming is restricted. It is not every activity that can be carried out on that farm, because it's not as if you are the owner of that land. Some people are dictating for you. That is what the disadvantages of under the communal land tenure system. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. The forms of land ownership. Forms of land ownership. Note that here at Fountain TV we deal with important aspects so that you can learn, so that we also can learn. Now, forms of what? Land ownership. We said forms of land ownership, that is, how can you acquire land? How can I acquire land? I'm not too young to acquire land. Are you too young to acquire land? No. You can get land even at the age of 16, 17, 18 years. Yes, I can get land as well. But now there are ways to go by this. You cannot just go and meet someone that this is my land. No, there are steps to it. You can acquire land in different forms. Now we have the first one, land ownership by purchase. I'll explain. Land ownership by will. Land ownership through tenancy. Land ownership by government. Let's pick one more. Land ownership through gift. Now let's explain. Land ownership by purchase. You can decide to buy land, to buy a particular plot of land because you have the money to. Yes. The second one is land ownership by will. You have a father that is very rich. You know, we do watch Hollywood movies. Someone can have a child can have a very rich father, and preparing the will, the father can have 2 or 3 plots of land elsewhere and say, okay, now I want this land to go to so. I want this land to go to the firstborn, to the secondborn. That is by will. Land ownership through tenancy. It's not as if you are the owner of that land, but you bought your own land already through purchase, but you are here to start building on it. But you want what? You just married. You need to sustain your relationship by having a shelter. So you went to meet someone who is a bona fide owner of that land. Okay, I want to start living here. Please, for 3 to 4 years by tenancy. You became a tenant in that land. You are the owner of that land for the meantime. Land ownership by government. Okay, now the government is doing bonanza or this. This land is prohibited for you to enter. It is owned by the government. Beware of 419. Things like that. Land ownership through gift. Sincerely, I just like you, and I have a lot of plot. I have like 50 plot of land, and so that you're not going to waste. Let me just give you 5, 6. It's gonna happen to you. Someone can just call you, okay, just take 5 to 6 or 7 plots of land, or just call your daddy, take 7 to 8 plots of land by gift, not by paying or not by anything, by free will. Okay, just take it. So these are the ways in which one can own a land. I think we have been able to establish what Land Use Act is, the year in which it was established, what the meaning of land. We've been able to go through land tenure system, the meaning of land tenure system as ownership of land, types of land tenure system. We've been able to go to forms of land ownership, various forms, how we can acquire land, and also the types of land tenure system is also the same thing as what the land tenure system. And this because we have the communal and the individual and the communal. Individual and the communal. So this is the end of today's episode. Just please like and subscribe on this YouTube channel. Share to your friends and pass on the free gift. God bless you.